Happy Friday, everyone! My name is Jeremy, and it is once again time for your Friday suggestions. So, sit back and enjoy a few cool games that you might want to try after watching this week's WP. How about a modern adaptation of a classic tale? Volume is the digital era's delivery of the old Robin Hood story, and it's time to take on the role of this classic hero in a brand new way. In Volume, the player will take the role of Robert Locksley. Sound familiar? Well, this 2015 release from Bethel Games, the same developers of Thomas Was Alone, will have you sneaking through security and collecting data that pieces together the dark undertones of the game. Despite the comedic script, there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. The methodical gameplay was heavily inspired by the Metal Gear Solid series, using sightlines and sound to mastermind your way through multiple heists. The tutorial is easily digestible in order to get you on your way to feel like the stealthy savior that you are. Featuring the voice talents of Andy Serkis and Danny Wallace, among others, the clean atmosphere, intriguing script, and smooth gameplay provide an excellent little stealth package. It's time for our first follow-up in this series of suggestions. Remember all of those great things we had to say about Knights of Pen and Paper? Well, the sequel has even more to offer. Remaining faithful to its prequel, Knights of Pen and Paper 2 expands on the RPG elements. From character creation with new races and classes to a larger world, Knights of Pen and Paper 2 has overhauled every enjoyable aspect of its predecessor to give the total package. As tongue-in-cheek as ever, it's time to set out on a new adventure. Combining everything you could think of in terms of video games, fantasy, science fiction, your favorite movies, and even jokes about pay-to-win games and internet trolls, Kai Games really outdid themselves by providing a suitable sequel to a game that never expected a follow-up. All of the humor and upgrades of Knights of Pen and Paper 2 combine into a laid-back RPG experience where nothing matters too much, and you can just focus on having fun. Let's get our hands, or I guess our ears, on another music game for this week's aesthetic suggestion. We're stepping a little outside our usual field by suggesting a game that is best played in virtual reality. But don't worry, it's available in a lot of formats without the goggles. Thumper is a beat-based rhythm violence video game where your sense of music might make or break your career. Every world has a certain mechanic that is emphasized within the first few stages. As each level stakes up, both the mechanics and the music become more complex. You might begin with a few basic beats and end up with full songs. Even though it seems like you're flying by the seat of your pants into unpredictable random button presses, the game actually provides you with a lot of hints of what to expect with each level, either through a sense of rhythm or sound cues. Whether you're playing this in VR or on a standard screen, Thumper is an excellent challenge for any sort of gamer, and a great sense of immersion for the musically inclined. I hope you all found something interesting to play this week. I'm sad to say that I only have a few more episodes as your host, so let's make the most of it. If you have a game that you think we should share on this show, please let us know, and maybe we can fit it in before the summer rolls around. And as always, thank you for watching the WP.